Hey everyone, it is Aisha, aka Lesh here from the lifestyle blog LivingLesh, where I bring you fashion, beauty, everything luxe, but for an affordable price. You've heard this probably time and time again if you watch my other videos, but if not, welcome. I'm glad you're here. If you're already interested in what's going on around here, you take a look around, make sure you hit that subscribe button. But today we are here to talk about being organized. If you are in school, if you are working, if you're working for yourself, working for somebody else, if you are in undergrad, in college or grad school, or if you are in grade school and high school or middle school and you're trying to just get through it, this is where you want to be. Because the one thing when it comes to success is for you to be easily successful, to make things a lot easier on yourself, it all starts with organization. And ever since I started blogging and actually taking this on as full-time and doing a lot more things, the first thing I did was make sure to keep myself organized. And I've been using these same tools for the past 4 years, which is why I'm here to share those with you today, because I am so emphatic about it. I actually have one for this year that I've been using, and I'm going to show you about ones for the next coming year. But of course, they say the same thing every year. But of course, you're probably like, what are you talking about? Aisha, what are you talking about? I'm here to share with you about one of my favorite organizational brands, Erin Condren. Now, if you haven't heard about Erin Condren is known for the LifePlanners. They give you these big planners that help you plan out your entire year, your life, everything you need to do. And we're going to share a couple of those. But before I even get into the life planners, there are a couple of other organizational things I want to share with you that I got from Erin Condren. And then as I go through each piece, I'm going to share with you how I use them in my day-to-day as a blogger, as also working another full-time job at home, as also being a wife, a mom, and doing all the other activities that I do in between. Everything helps me keep organized. Everything keeps me running smoothly. Everything makes sure that I'm getting things done on time. And even for when I have like a manager who reaches out and is like, why are you late on brand things? And I'm like, no, they're already done. This is how I do them. So let's get started on sharing some of these pieces. So the first thing we have here is this pocket planner. So it comes in this cute little design, and of course you can get these in a variety of designs if you check out the website, but this pocket planner is meant for you to take on the go. So if you are a person who is constantly updating your things to do, and you're not usually putting them on your phone, it's something you like to read, or you just like to have them multiple places, you can put this in your purse, you can put this in your car, somewhere where you know you're going to be able to access it, or if it's something where you want to take back and forth from whether you're at home and then taking it to your job, whether you're working in an office, or if it's someplace where you know you're a student and you don't want to carry something around so big, this will work for you as well. So this pocket planner keeps you organized by letting you pick the date with this little string. I want to say it's a string, but it's a bookmark. And then each month you'll start off with a month, and then after the month planner you'll see about monthly goals, you'll see important dates to do, you'll see a note section, and then each day will have, you know, the day, the date, and the lines lined out for them. So for me, I keep this when I'm on the go. So sometimes, you know, I don't want to carry around the big life plan, which we'll see later, but I'm able to just fill in a couple notes, fill in a couple things I'm supposed to be doing, or if I'm on the go and there's things I'm going to be doing, such as if I'm traveling and I know I have an itinerary, but the itinerary is on my phone and I can't get to my email, having this handy saying, you know, this is where I'm supposed to be when, here are the exact locations. I can just open this up and say, this is where we're going. I can give the address and then moving forward. So I think this is one of those things where if you're on the go, if you're traveling, especially if you are a big traveler, this is great. Something small to carry, something easily accessible, so you're not always dependent on your phone, because if it's something in your email or if your calendar is linked to, you know, the cloud and you're in a dead zone, that's not going to help you. But this isn't linked to the cloud, it's always available. The next thing I want to share you is this pad folio, which also comes with this nice little to-do list. So the one thing I do is I keep this on my desk. So working at home, whether I'm working my full-time job during the day, or if I am, you know, working on my blog stuff, I can create a to-do list right here. They have little circles next to them so you can check them off, so I know exactly what I'm supposed to be doing, and I can put due dates around them. And then here are just notes. So if there's something where I need to take a note down, or if I'm on a client call for one of my jobs, or a brand call or anything, I can jot down notes here, kind of keep them sectioned off. Use different color ink if I want to, or just keep it all in one ink and just kind of, make lines and make it look nice. And then I have all my notes here. And then when I'm creating brand deals or doing like, client deliverables, I'll put little notes here and ideas and outline things. So it helps me keep things organized. So as I'm on my laptop, I'm not flipping back and forth through screens. I have everything right in front of me. So this is great also when, if you are a student and it's one of those things where you need to keep something on your desk and just want to keep it there, especially if you're doing virtual learning. This will help you keep things in order. You can even put like homework here. You can put all your homework and task lists for everything you need to do. You can take notes right here that you want to do so they're right in front of you as well, versus, if you're having a bunch of things going on and you're like, I don't know where I am. This will help you keep that organized. But of course, the one great thing about the Padfolio is also that you can open it up and there are places to save things inside. So if you need to keep extra notes in here, you need to keep cards in here, you need to keep something taller in here, different folders. It basically functions as a folder for note-taking or for just business aspects. Again, I keep this on my desk next to me. It comes really big and handy. And even if I'm going someplace for an interview, say if I went back to teaching, I would keep this with me so I can take notes and also, pull my resume out of here when need be, in the case that I need to write something down or bring it out and make notes where it's all right here. The next thing I want to show you is Erin Condren has cute and adorable regular calendars. I mean, if you're a person you're in your office and you just want to look up and see what date it is, I mean, granted, yes, you're on your laptop, the calendar's right there, but we don't always look at those things and it's just not always in your face. I mean, I'm guilty of it. By having a calendar where you can see things physically written down helps a whole lot. So these cute little calendars are fairly big. It has plenty of space to write. Each month is color themed, as you would expect it to be. They have nice little sayings on there. Good things are coming, keep believing. So it just kind of keeps you a little uplifted. It has all these bright colors and they're just, it's marvelous. And this is the 2021 calendar. But of course, they make these every year. And again, you don't have to get this in this print. They come in a variety of prints. So it's a great wall calendar. In addition to having the wall calendar and all the calendars within them, in the back, it comes with stickers. So as you can see on some of these stickers, you'll have different things to personalize your dates and your calendar as well. So there's certain things where you can put on there, when your bills are due. They have those stickers. Take note, whether it's a holiday. They have blank stickers where you can write things in a variety of colors, whether it's circles or lines. Or you can just bookmark something and just say, this is something that you need to remember, highlight that day. And you can also have ones where they say happy birthday, celebrate, to do, reminder. There's a bunch of different things to keep things looking personable, keep it bright, keep it colorful, keep it, you. So it helps to add that aesthetic. So maybe in March 21st is actually my brother's birthday. I can put in there, put a little birthday sign, put his name above it, and just know that when I look up, oh, there's a birthday coming up, I need to send some cards out, get some gifts, make some plans, go on and with that. So keeping with the calendar theme, there is also this weekly little calendar that I love, this little weekly planner. So the one thing that I love about it, that it is coiled, and though many people will think you open it this way, you actually open it this way. So you have this weekly schedule pad. It opens with a nice little saying, and then you have these blank things. So it's not set for just one year. You can use this whenever. And even if there's just one busy week in February, but you're not going to use it for the rest of February, don't worry, you don't have to use it for every single week. So of course, at the top, you'll see you put your week of, so you can put the date there, or just like the week of February 10th or whatever. And then it has Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. So you can put everything you're doing on these days, keep things up and organized. And of course, you can lay it down flat on your desk. My suggestion, if you're on a desk, keep it upright so you can just look at it. It's in your face right next to your computer so you can see what you're supposed to be doing, any reminders that you need. Again, this is something that's great that I keep on my desk. I keep it flipped up so I know I'm supposed to be doing for the week if I have any things that are due. I use it a lot for tasks that are due. So if I have a brand deliverable or campaign that I'm doing that's due, I may put like the due date here or when I'm supposed to post. I put posting. I use the editorial calendar as well. When I was teaching, I used this as also as a planner for my lesson plans. So when I had each week, I would say, okay, what were the activities we were doing each day, whether there were any assignments due for my students, anything where I had meetings I would put there. So these also let me keep things in order as a teacher. And then as my other day job, I keep things on there as what I'm planning on doing, so I can keep track of what I've been doing, what is upcoming, any meetings, any scheduling things, anything that I'm doing for our CEO, just keeping that organized. And then of course, as a student, I kept these with due dates. So when I was in college, I used this as what assignments were due. And then if I had certain classes on certain days, I would say, here's this class down here. So I'd actually put the classes down here and where I was, just in case, my roommate needed me for some reason. They knew where I was. If there was an emergency, they always knew. I mean, it's not like I really need anybody tracking me down, but that helped me keep me organized as well in every sphere, whether it was working as a blogger, working as a teacher, working in my admin job, or when I was actually a student myself. So this is something I highly recommend. I love it so much. It keeps me super organized. I use it throughout the year. I don't use it every single week, but I do use it quite frequently. So now we're going to get into the Life Planner. So you have two options when it comes to Life Planners and how things are set up. Of course, again, the designs vary, but you have the soft bound as well as the coil bound Life Planner. So let's start with this soft bound planner. So the soft bound planner is kind of like looking at a journal. You can get them in a variety of styles again, and then of course it is paper on the inside, and then it has this kind of gold outline, and then you have your ribbon bookmark for there. So in this one, you have the horizontal layout for Life Planners. The Life Planners come in a variety of layouts. So I have the horizontal layout here, and then we'll see the hourly layout here. I kind of go back and forth of what I prefer. Sometimes I'm like, oh, I love the horizontal layout, and then sometimes I'm like, I love the hourly layout. So being able to see both of them and being played with both of them has helped me. Right now, I'm really attached to the hourly layout. When we look in the coil bound one, we'll get to that. So in the soft bound Life Planner, you can open it up, and all the Life Planners have the same kind of basic setup. It's just a layout that you'll see. So in here, when you first open it up, you'll see the month and, a nice little saying, and everything kind of coordinates. So the saying that you'll see in the planners, you'll probably also see in the calendars. Then after you get that opening, you get your full month, so you can lay that out and see where the months are, any upcoming holidays. Then they have a notes section, and then anything that you want to lay out for the month, so you can kind of put just your monthly notes, any birthdays, any big to-dos or goals you have for the month. And then this is what you're getting when you get the horizontal layout. So you'll get the days, what month it is, the date, and then you can just kind of list out things in notes for yourself. Of course, you can personalize with stickers, you can do your own scripts, but it's basically the ability to write in them. So it's all laid out the same throughout the entire planner. Each month is set up exactly as the rest of them are. This, of course, it just varies in colors. Then when you get to the back, there is a note section if you want to take additional notes. Now, the coil bound does add a little more. So again, you can get the coil bound in the soft bound planner, or not the coil bound, excuse me. You can get the hourly layout that you see in this one in the soft bound and vice versa. It just depends on what you're looking for. Again, the coil bound is going to add, give you a lot more options when it comes to your organization over the soft bound. Personally, I've been using the coil bound for years. I've had the soft bound once when I was in college. And it wasn't that it was bad for me, it just got bent out a little easier, and there was a lot more ways that I could navigate through this, because of course the first thing you see on the coil bound is it has the tabs to let you get through each month, whereas the soft bound doesn't. You're kind of just opening it up and looking for certain things and just kind of keeping your month there. But of course, if you're in June and you have your bookmark there, but you need to go look back to see what you did in March, you have to flip through the pages and find it. Whereas with the coil bound, you do have your bookmark that you'll be able to go to the right page, but if you need to go back to a certain month, you can look at the tabs and flip back there. So when you open up your coil bound, you're opening up to a page where you can take some notes, and it is a dry erase. So if you use a dry erase marker, you can write in there and then erase it, which I also like because I can put certain notes in there or numbers or information. And if that information changes, I can erase it. Of course, in the soft bound, I can't because it's stuck on the paper. And then you have, as you can see, the hourly layout. So anytime that you're looking at a certain layout, or you have the coil bound or the soft bound, it'll tell you right in the front of what layout you have, whether it's the hourly layout or the horizontal layout. Then you'll start off with your month. So again, it's set up the same way, where you have the month starting out with a nice little saying. And of course, depending on the layouts with the coil bound and the designs you get, you'll get different designs underneath. So like, as you can see in the front, this is kind of a, holiday design, but you can get a variety of different designs that are a little bit more optional for the coil bound versus what you'll see in other things with Erin Condren. So again, you're getting a little bit more variety. Just a thing to note for 2021, if you're watching it then, any other years, it might be changing, but just right now in 2021, they are not offering any personalization, but that's just now. But again, moving forward, you can always get things personalized. The ones that I did in the past, I've gotten personalized. I had the planner covers that are, yes, you can get ones that are actually covers. You can put this in there and keep it covered. That I have personalized. I had the planner itself personalized, but they're not doing any personalization as of 2021 if you're watching it in 2021. Years from now, it could have changed. But again, you're having your month layout, and then of course, as you go forward, you have your notes section, and then of course, you have that same section again at the beginning of the month where you can put your goals and to-dos. But this is when you start seeing the layout here. So you're getting this hourly layout. It goes from 6 a.m. to 7 p.m. I'm assuming after 7 p.m., they're telling you to check out for the day. Spend some time with your family. Stop doing things. The day's over. So I like the hourly layout because of the fact that, when I have meetings or I have certain things or places I have to be, I can literally write them in to the hour and even have it span out. So like if I say at 9 a.m. I have something to do, I can write in, what I'm doing, and then actually take a crayon or a colored pencil and actually color in the other boxes that are including what I'm doing. So if it goes from 9 a.m. to 11:30, I can actually take a colored pencil and just fill in where it is, so I can actually visually see where I'm busy and where I have free time. So if there's white space, I have free time. If it's colored in, I'm not. And I can see how busy I am during the day. And then my to-dos I put on the side, or if there's anything that's due, I won't really color it in. But that's when my weekly planner comes in, my weekly schedule. I'll put my to-do lists on here. That'll be my desk, and this will just kind of keep my day-to-day schedule as to what I'm doing, any meetings, anytime that I'm busy, or any events that are going on. So that's currently what my setup is right now. Another additional thing that you can see, so as you're going through each, they're all set up the same. You have notes in the back. And then once you get to the back of this one, you have this section where it says, let's keep in touch. So you can keep some contacts back here. You have a note section in the back. And then also included in this coil planner, and in most of them they do, is you get stickers as well. So you get these blank stickers. You get some stickers where it says today, this week, some blank ones, some to-dos, some reschedule, some canceled. So like if you have an event that was canceled, so like as I'm coloring it in, of course, like I can't go and, erase. I mean, I could, but it'll just be a lot. I can just put canceled over it or rescheduled and then just keep going from there. There's also ones where it's happy birthday, celebrate. You can put little stickers there and personalize and make it fun. And then you have some blank ones. These are actually horizontal. So you actually take these if you don't feel like coloring in. You can just block it off for a whole hour. You take this whole thing, block off the whole hour, and put what you're doing. And then also in the back, you have some pockets. And the coil planner also includes another little planner on the inside for on the go. So maybe you don't want to get another pocket planner. You just want to get this planner. Well, you can make this your pocket planner, which will just do months. And it has single line for the dates if there's not a lot going on that you need to travel with. In the back, again, you get this other page where you can do some dry erase notes. But I highly recommend this. I have been living by this for years. The Life Planner by Erin Condren is something that you definitely want to get to keep yourself organized, because it just makes your life a whole lot easier. So overall, I definitely want to say that keeping yourself organized is a great path to success. I have made a lot of my ways of doing things when it comes to my blog and social media, as well as my day job, as well as when I was teaching, as well as when I was a student, everything tied to me being organized. And I did so well with those things when I was organized. When I was in disorganization, things didn't go well. I was highly stressed out. So if you're at that point where you're thinking about giving up in your job, you're thinking, I need, like if you're a blogger or an influencer and you're like, I need some more help, If you're not organized, organize yourself first before you start outsourcing. And then outsource what you need, because some of the things that you think you may need to outsource for may not need to be outsourced. You just need to get yourself a little more organized. And honestly, being organized is a luxurious thing. So that, again, with LivingLesh, we always talk about what luxury is to us. And by definition, it's of great comfort and extravagance. You get this extravagance collection of different aspects. You get certain cute things that'll come along. But of course, it needs to be comfortable. And with organization, you'll feel comfortable and you'll be doing great things. So if you have any questions about the Erin Condren lifestyle or life planners, not lifestyle, but life planners, leave them in the comments below. I'll be happy to answer you. If you need any suggestions, any tools, any tips, any ways of doing things, or you just want to see a little bit more about how I'm keeping myself organized, again, leave it in the comments. And of course, make sure you hit that subscribe button so you can stay up to date with what's going on with LivingLesh, as I'm sharing more when it comes to lifestyle, when it comes to travel, when it comes to beauty, when it comes to everything that LivingLesh does, including motherhood, everything. Make sure you hit that subscribe button, and I hope to see you soon. Thanks. Bye.